26, episode 30.
Live. Let's go. Coming to you live from downtown Pavona. It's the R&R podcast presented by Me Havana Live. I am your host, Randy Jaquette, and my man to the left, the co-host, is Robert Barksdale, Mr. Google, or Mr. Sports Center, we call him. What's up, Rob? Let's get it, episode 30.
Episode 30, let's go.
Let's go. A lot of stuff to talk about.
Biggest surprises, I was surprised that St. John's lost, man. They were like a 2 or 4 seed. They lost.
Yeah, they were. Patino did his thing over there and ran into Mr. Calipari.
Yeah, and Calipari won most of the times they played against each other. So, that's a good game, though. I watched most of it.
That's that court.
So, what were your thoughts?
Good game. Went down to the wire, and they just pulled it off.
Yeah, it was a good game. So, we picked all 4 number 1 seeds. We picked Auburn.
Yes.
We called it 2 weeks before the tournament, Auburn. We picked Florida, not Tennessee. We picked Duke. We picked Houston. All 4 of those teams are still alive. So let's look at the bracket in the South, and let's call them. Auburn, Creighton, who you got?
Auburn.
I'm sorry, Auburn, Michigan, who you got?
Auburn.
Ole Miss, Michigan State, who you got? Ole Miss is well coached. They got the guy that used to be at Texas Tech, and he was at Texas as well.
I like Izzo.
I like Izzo. All right.
I like Izzo.
Okay. Florida, Maryland.
Florida.
My head says Florida. My heart says Maryland. My whole family's Maryland fans, Commanders fans, but Florida's a buzzsaw. They got that shooter that transferred from Florida Atlantic. They look good. What about Texas Tech, Arkansas? Texas Tech was a 3 seed, Arkansas a 10 seed, but Calipari.
I'm taking Tech.
You taking Tech? I think I'm gonna take Arkansas. Duke, Arizona.
Duke.
BYU, Alabama.
Ooh.
I'm going Alabama.
I'm going Alabama.
I'm going Alabama. Houston. Now let's look at the Midwest. Houston, Purdue. Who you got?
Houston.
Kentucky, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I think I'm going with Kentucky. Assistant coach Jason Hart out of Westchester and Inglewood. My buddy Dart coached him. I think I'm going to go with Kentucky. Mark Pope is trying to get it done. But Tennessee's tough. Rick Barnes. So you got Auburn and Houston matching up then.
Auburn and Houston.
Okay. I'm
going to take Houston.
You're going to take Houston in that one over Auburn? Ooh, that's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game.
Yes,
what is it
sir.
that you like? What is it you like about Houston over that makes you take them over Auburn?
They play good defense.
Okay.
I think they're the number 1 defense in the nation.
Yeah, Kelvin Sampson gets it done. On Duke's side, say it again.
Master Peace son over there.
On the team, the one that went to Mercy, the one that went to school out in the Valley. Yeah. Notre Dame. Yeah, and that's a good coach, man. I like Sampson. I thought would have had one. He had good programs at Washington State. He was good at Oklahoma. He was good at Indiana. He got in a little bit of trouble, but he's a good coach.
Good coach.
So you got them over Auburn, and Auburn was the number 1 overall seed, I believe. So that's going to be a tough one, though. Whoever comes out of that will probably end up playing Duke. Let's see. And so you got Duke coming out, huh?
I got Duke all the way.
You got Duke all the way?
All the way. All the way.
Think so.
Ooh,
that's gonna be, man, that's tough. That you might be right. Duke is well coached.
Yeah.
And they got the number 1 player in the country.
Cooper Flag.
They said, we're gonna talk about this a little bit later. They said teams are tanking for him.
He's tanking.
They say he's generational.
Yeah. Oh, he can go.
So they looked at the WAR rankings, which looks at how your stats add up as a freshman, potential number one pick. Right now, they have him as the third best overall number one pick potential, third best in the last 20 years. You know who they have above him? Two guys. One played at Duke, one played at Kentucky. They both came out in the last 13 years. So one out of Duke and one out of Kentucky are the only two they ranked higher than him coming out. Take a guess. Who came out of Duke in the last, I'll make it easy for you, last 5 years, 6 years, that was ridiculous in college. Hasn't really done that well in the league.
RJ Barrett?
No, I'll give you you real close. Yeah. yeah. Play. Can't stay healthy. Can't keep his weight down. Zion was the highest ranked number one pick in terms of what he did in college in the last 20 years. Who was number two?
From Kentucky.
From Kentucky, baby.
Randall?
No, he was a number 3 overall pick. Or he was 6.
Kentucky. Number one.
I'll give you. Thank you, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis. Yeah. So, man, it's. Yeah, I like him. No, he's not even. He just turned 18. He was supposed to be high school class of 2026. Reclassified. This summer worked out with the Olympic team.
Gave him the business.
6'9", can handle, shoot, post up. You see the highlights? Yeah, he's good, and he's not going to be 19 until after the summer, I believe. You got to look it up.
He's grown into his body yet.
Yeah, he was on that same high school team with Queen from Maryland. They were on the same high school team.
Oh.
So from that Mount Verde team, they've got 5 kids that are going to get drafted in the first round.
Wow.
Off of one high school team, which is unheard of. 5 that are going to go in the first round. That's crazy. So you got Duke coming out the other side. And who was the other number one pick we picked? We picked Duke. It was Auburn,
Duke,
Houston, Duke, and Florida. There you go. A lot of hirings. Rick Pitino's son leaving New Mexico. McCollum got the job at Iowa. Wade, who got fired at LSU.
With that core.
Yeah, got fired at LSU, is now the head coach at NC State.
Mm-hmm.
And Miller, who got fired at Arizona, because we know he was, paying players before you could do that.
Right.
Now is the head coach who got, a job at Xavier. Now he's the head coach at Texas.
That's a good job.
Yeah. Women's bracket, man. What's the first thing that comes to mind? You think of the women's bracket? I know what it is for me. Is Juju's injury, man. I hated to see that.
I hated to see that,
man.
I had him going all the way.
Me too.
Yeah.
Hold up. Oh, so you got him going?
I had him going all the way. They ain't gonna make it now.
Yeah. So listen to this. We picked 3 of the 4 number 1 seeds. We picked USC, UCLA, Notre Dame,
South Carolina.
South Carolina, and we also picked Connecticut. We were wrong on that one. Connecticut got a 2 seed. They're in SC's bracket.
Right.
And now they're saying that Connecticut, because they've been playing good, might be the favorite now.
Yeah.
So Paige Buecher seemed like she's been in college since we were in college.
Right.
But she's killing. She's killing
the game.
I watched their game. They called a timeout so she get a stand to know. She killed. So
she had 35 or something.
Yeah. All jumpers, layups, fast break.
Right.
So for me, the biggest story is Juju's. Like I said, I hated to see that, man, because I wanted them to win. I don't like to see a player get hurt. I hate that.
No.
So who do you have? So we got Connecticut, South Carolina, USC, UCLA.
That's out of UCLA and South Carolina.
Connecticut don't have I don't know, man. Paige might go on a roll.
But
so I don't know. Man, so you got who?
South Carolina or
South Carolina's tough. Yeah, Dawn Staley out of Philly, Dobbins Tech.
Right.
Grew up playing with Hank Gathers and Bo Kimball. She grew up with them.
Right.
Same high school. Let's talk NBA, man. Our Lakers were just on
LeBron with a last minute
heroics
tip.
And right now we are in 5th place. We need to get to at least 4th,
tied
maybe
for
3rd.
4th now. I think
we tied. Okay.
Yeah.
So Eastern Conference, you got Cleveland 1, Boston 2, New York 3, Indy 4, Milwaukee 5, Detroit 6. Biggest surprise.
Detroit.
Yep. For me, it's Detroit.
Detroit.
Okay. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, you got Atlanta, Orlando, Chicago, Milwaukee, and Miami in 10th. They had a topic on First Take about has the game surpassed Pat Riley, and we're gonna talk about him in a minute. But Riley, you know, that hardcore works, that heat culture.
Right.
But you in 10th place, and you let Jimmy Butler go, and at one point Golden State was 14-2 in the first 16 with Jimmy buckets.
Wow.
And you know what did it? Butler wanted an extension. And Butler was talking, and Riley said, "We don't talk around here unless we actually playing," because he had been out, he had missed a lot of games.
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
So has the game passed up Pat Riley?
I want to say the game has passed him up, but you know, that's old cats. We got to get, we got to move with, change with a little time.
A little bit, yeah. You got to change a little bit.
You got to bend a little bit because these youngsters, they're a little soft, but
a little soft.
And you gotta change with the times. But I don't think the game, and he's one of the all-time greats, and he just need to change his approach a little bit.
I got to start bench cut with him later. I'm gonna give it to you. So then you got Toronto, Philly, 12th place, complete disappointment. They might need to blow that up.
It might be in the Cooper Facts sweepstakes.
Yep. Brooklyn. Then you got Charlotte and Washington. Washington, I know, is trying to get Cooper Flag. When your best player is it was a Jordan Poole, you're in trouble though. You're in trouble because he's not a leader.
No.
In the West, OKC 1, Houston 2, Denver 3. Oh, we are now, like you said, tied. We're in 4th place, and we have the advantage over Memphis. Memphis 5, Clippers 6. Biggest surprise in that top 6.
Probably the Clippers.
Because they lost PG, they lost Kawhi. Well, Kawhi hasn't played that much.
And he came back and started playing, so they've been winning.
Yeah. Okay, so for me, I might say Lakers at 4, but I guess with Luka, that's not a surprise.
Right.
So I would say maybe Clippers at 6.
Right.
Then you got Golden State 7, Minnesota 8. That's a little bit of a shocker.
Right.
Because they were in the Western Conference Finals. Sacramento 9, Phoenix 10. That's about where I figured they'd be.
Ooh. Phoenix won last night.
Yeah. Man, what other NBA news? Kyrie surgery. We talked about that last week. Man, what's the contract like for Kyrie next year? Is he getting a max?
Do you think Dallas is gonna give it to him?
I think they have to. You let Luka go. Kyrie's a superstar when he's healthy. Just got to make sure you manage his rehab. I think you got to bring him back. You got to max him.
You got to max him.
Lillard out with blood clots, and Giannis is out. They may start to fall a little bit, man.
Yeah, they're gonna fall. They're gonna slide back.
Yeah. Okay.
These blood clots. Everybody getting these blood. I ain't never heard. Back in the day, you ain't never heard of that.
Clots. Yeah. If we did, we took a pen and popped them. So I don't think we were a little bit tougher than blood clot. Yeah. So Milwaukee, they are right now number 5. They are basically right there with Detroit, 40-31. Detroit is 41-32. So they're both 17.5 behind Cleveland. So we'll see what happens. Tatum out. We got the game on now. Tatum is out with the ankle injury. The guy put his foot under him. I didn't like that. So hopefully he's okay. That's my favorite player in the league.
Oh, Tatum? That's your favorite player?
My favorite, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 all day. Mm-hmm. Him and then 4 foreigners. I would say Shea, Luka when he's healthy,
right?
Tatum, Joker, and Giannis. He's the only American born in the top 5 of the NBA. What's your thoughts on that?
What about Anthony Edwards?
He's not top 5. Shea's better. No, he's not. He might be top 10.
He's top 10.
Top 10, but he's not. Shea's better. Shea's more polished, better attitude. But he's good.
Yeah.
I like it because I was having that discussion who's better, but I think I'll go Shea.
I will take Shea before.
Shea, man, his whole game is polished. It's under control. He's a leader. Every time he's the player of the game, which is almost every game,
right? The
whole team comes and stands with him. And you could tell he runs that team.
Yeah, he's building the culture.
Yeah. So I like them. He's one of only 2 players in the last 25, 30 years to have 3 seasons in a row with 40 games of 30 points. Think on that. 3 in a row. 3 seasons in a row, 40 plus games with 30 points.
He balling.
You know who the other one is?
Kobe.
Jordan, baby. Jordan, baby. So we talked about teams tanking for flag, man. What do you think? Should they do that?
Yeah, if you ain't going nowhere, you might as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, heck with the playing.
Yeah.
And you might as well get that pick. But I don't want them to go to Washington. That'd be a waste.
Don't go there.
Yeah.
I'd rather see somewhere like Philly.
Right.
Whoever.
Philly.
Who else? Who else is toward the bottom right now? In the East, you got Philly, Toronto, Brooklyn might be good, big market. I don't want to see him go to Charlotte or Washington.
No.
In the West, Dallas is out of the playoffs right now. If they got a healthy Kyrie, all those big men, Anthony Davis and Cooper Flag, that might be a problem. Mm-hmm. You got Portland. You know who else would be good for him? Mm-hmm. San Antonio.
San Antonio would be nice.
You got Fox. You got the big fella.
Yeah, when he comes back. Yeah.
I don't want to see him go to New Orleans, and I don't want to see him go to Utah.
No.
Utah got too many of them cats already.
Right.
I don't want to see that. Jimmy Butler, man, he came back to Golden State. They had a little tribute video for him. He had some cheers, some boos. What did you think? I thought it was going to be more boos.
I think they did a pretty good job, and then I think they asked him about Pat Riley. He said, as long as Pat Riley don't say nothing to me, I'm good.
He said, as long as he don't say nothing to me?
Yeah. He didn't want to talk to him. Nothing to talk about.
Like, in other words, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Wow. Okay. Josh Hart and Cat both had triple doubles in the same game.
They're gonna have to keep having them as long as Brunson out.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, I like that commercial. They did a commercial where they had the 3 Villanova Cats still on the Knicks, and they had DiVincenzo. It's kind of cool, man. It shows how tight they are.
Right.
So, you think AD should be playing in Dallas? Or should they have just let him rest? You're not going to the playoffs.
You're not going to the playoffs.
And he'll mess around and get hurt.
Get hurt again. Yeah, so he should have said, I would have said, man.
Would you have sat him?
Yeah, I would have sat him. But they don't make good decisions over there. So.
They don't. Yeah, because the owners are casino. The owners are casino owners, and I think they were banking on them being able to move to Vegas, and it's not happening.
Not going to happen.
So let me ask you this.
You know why, right?
Why? Because the NBA wants an expansion team there, right?
Over there, and guess who's going to buy it?
You think LeBron? You think they're going to let LeBron?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. I'd love that, but LeBron better not have his manager over there trying to have that other league, because the NBA owners are going to go for that.
I just see somewhere they're going to start it.
All right.
That AB, what is it?
Some league, Saudi Arabia or something. Yeah. If he does that, he's not gonna get a team.
No, they'll blackball him real quick.
Exactly. Fallout from the trade, man. Who's to blame for the Luka trade? Is it the I think it's the owner, but the GM is getting all the
fall
flack.
guy. You gotta have a fall guy. He got to fall on the sword, but it's the owner.
It's the owner.
I heard too much.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's a damn shame. Dude losing his hair over
losing his hair. Looks stressed out, dog.
Death threats.
They had to put a security detail on his house.
Right.
Come on, man. We don't do that.
Right.
We don't do that over sports.
No.
I'm gonna just say that.
No.
We don't do that. We're not threatening
We're
somebody.
We're not fanatics.
Yeah, we're not fanatics. We like it.
Yeah.
Unless we put money on it.
Yes, we put money on it.
You might have to catch the head up, but we're not gonna kill you. We just go. Yeah. Let's see. Let me ask you this. There's an article about how Dallas lost Brunson. They were supposed to give him $55 million. The dad, Rick, said, "We'll take 50. We'll give you 5 back so you can sign other players." But he had that really good series when Luka was hurt against Utah. But before that, they had a chance to sign him for 55. He was willing to take 50. They waited till after the playoffs, and then they canceled a meeting on him. And he was like, "Oh, okay." So he took the meeting with New York. And New York said, "We'll give you 5 years. I think it's 5 years, 105, or 4 years, 105."
Right.
Yeah. So Dallas dropped the ball on that because he was willing to come back.
Right.
So you could have had Brunson and you could have had Luka, but you got Kyrie and Luka.
Kyrie. Yeah.
So that's a little bit of an upgrade.
Right.
Doc Rivers tied now or 1 game behind Phil Jackson for all-time wins.
Really?
Doc. He's coached a long time, though,
Coached a long time.
You know, he was in Orlando. He was in Boston. He was with the Clippers. He was with Philly.
All right.
So he's on his 15, but yeah, he's right there, man. He's right there.
Wow.
So what a lot of people are down on Doc. He wins and he gets jobs. So what's your thoughts on Doc Rivers?
Yeah, he's been in the league a long time, like you said, and that's surprising though. He's about to catch Phil.
Yeah. So we got some start bench cut. I'm gonna need some input from. I see a basketball guy walked in. I'm gonna ask you, since you standing right there, Rod or Andre, answer this question. Start bench cut. Ron, right here. Ronald, start bench cut. D Wade, Iverson, Harden. You got to start one, bench one, cut one. You next, Rod. You can't say between. You got to give me one.
Give me one.
And Harden. Who you gonna start? You benching Dwayne Wade. You cutting Harden. Rod, what you got? Start bench cut. Same as him. What you got, Alan? Same thing. Is that an easy question? Maybe let me step my game up. Okay, here goes the next one. Kyrie, Steph, and CP. Drape, who you got? You start one, bench one, cut one. Who you starting? I'm starting Steph. I'm benching Kyrie. I got to cut CP. He's first ballot Hall of Famer. He's in his 20th year in the league. I'm starting Steph. I'm benching Kyrie.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cut. It's hard. I'm going to cut CP, though. Go ahead, Drape. Who you got? That's a hard cut.
No, that's easy.
Hold on. We'll give you the floor. Hold on. Think on it. I'll come back to you. Somebody over here want to comment? We'll give you the floor. Okay, so who you starting? Okay, who you starting? Just off ability. Okay, very good. He is, but you gotta cut one.
Yeah, he gotta go. That brother gotta go.
Okay. OG Wayne. Start bench cut. Duncan, KG, and Dirk. Duncan, KG, and Dirk. Who you gonna start? KG, Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and Dirk. Who you starting? Okay.
Yes,
and who you going? Ooh, this is a tough one. Who you gonna bench? Yeah, I probably would do that too. I probably would take KG over Dirk, but that's a toss-up though. I don't know.
That's a toss-up.
I don't know. Okay. Next one. Let's see. You could only keep one. Right now, we asked you, since you big and buff like these two cats, you could only keep one. Barkley or Malone. Who you gonna keep? Ooh. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna take the mailman on that.
I think I'm gonna take the mailman. More points. See, Ronell took the one that was big and buff like him.
Right.
He didn't take the one. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna go Malone. Who you gonna go?
I'm going Malone. I ain't going with the meathead.
Sam, Barkley or Malone? Barkley? Oh man, here we go. All right. Here we go. Start bench cut. I need a real basketball aficionado. Dre, you basketball? Come over here. I got a question for you. Have a seat, sir. This is coaching. Start bench cut. Where Probasco at? I got you next, Probasco. All right, Probasco. No, let me go. You second, Dre, you first. Coaching, start bench cut. Pat Riley, Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich. Who's your coach?
Ooh.
Hey, we ready, Probasco. Who you gonna start? Start Riley. Okay. And Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich. No, you said start.
Jackson.
Popovich. Okay, Probasco, who you got? Who you got? Riley, Phil Jackson, and Popovich. Who you got?
Real tough.
You got to speak up. We should have a microphone. Go ahead.
Phil Jackson starts.
Okay. And then who do you bench? Okay.
Popovich.
Who you got?
I'm starting Phil Jackson.
Who you gonna bench?
Pat Riley.
And you gonna cut?
Popovich.
Ooh, I'm starting Jackson because he has 6 rings. I'm benching Popovich because he has 5 rings. I'm cutting Riley, but Riley does have, he got 82, 85, 87, 88, and 06. Ooh. I don't know. Hold on. Okay. So you could cut either one because they both have 5 as a coach. Okay, second half. Start, bench, cut them as presidents of basketball operation. I know who I'm cutting. That's Jackson because he was horrible with the Knicks.
Yeah.
But who you gonna start as a president of basketball operations?
Pat Riley?
Nah, he only has 1 ring as a president of basketball operations. 06. He wasn't the president. Jerry West ran the Lakers 82, 85, 87, 88.
Miami's?
Huh?
Miami
06. That's his only. Well, no, he got 3 because he got 12 and 13. He got 3. Popovich been running basketball all 5.
Got all 5.
Because he got in there as the assistant GM.
Right.
Then he got the GM job, tanked it, fired the coach, drafted Duncan. The rest is history.
And came back to coach.
Yeah. 99, 03, 05, 07, and then 2014.
Yeah.
I got to go with Popovich. He got 5 as running basketball. Huh? Only them 3. Yeah. Who were you going to say? No, we ain't forgot about Jerry. But these guys are still, still in the mix. They still live it. Yeah, Jerry West, we love Jerry. Jerry got a ton of rings. Yeah. All them. Yeah.
Golden State.
Yeah. So we love Jerry. All-time rankings. You sent that to me. I saw it. I liked it. I agree with almost all of it. I didn't agree with the small forwards. I'm gonna read what you sent me.
No.
I like when you send me stuff, man. You educated. You from a good family. I like that, dog.
Yeah.
You from a good family. So they had the top 5 at each position. Top 5 point guards. Magic 1, Curry 2, Oscar Robertson 3, Isaiah Thomas 4, Stockton 5. I don't really have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with it at all.
2 guards. Yeah, Magic 1. 2 guards. Jordan 1, Kobe 2, Dwayne Wade 3,
that's right.
Iverson 4, Harden 5. I don't have a problem with that. What's your problem? Go ahead. Speak. You got the floor. Go ahead. You could, and that's the only argument. You could possibly, but Iverson didn't win. He was great. He didn't play both sides like D Wade, and he didn't win. That's my argument. Not always, just tonight. All right. Just tonight, my brother. Hey. Yeah. I mean, Iverson was great. D Wade, okay. Yeah. We got cats from the Wash House on a comment. Man, it's two cats from my neighborhood high school. Man, a gang fight might jump off in here, dog. Yeah. All right. Small forward. LeBron James 1, Larry Bird 2, Kevin Durant 3, Julius Erving 4, Kawhi Leonard 5. Ooh, is Kawhi the 5th over Pippen?
Nah.
I'm going with Pippen. I'm going with Pippen 4, Julius 5.
Yeah. Kawhi can't get in.
Kawhi can't get in there, dog. You don't play enough. You don't play enough.
No.
Yeah. Like you can't be a great teacher if you always have a substitute.
No.
Right?
No, always on vacation.
Okay. Power forward. Tim Duncan 1, Malone 2, Nowitzki 3, Garnett 4, Barkley 5. That's the only thing I could argue would be Garnett 3, but I mean Dirk. It's right there, dog.
Yeah.
That's on the money.
It's on the money.
Center. Kareem 1. Mm-hmm. Ooh, they got Shaq 2.
Ooh.
Wilt 3. Russell 4. Hakeem 5.
You can't argue that.
Is Shaquille better than Wilt? He got 3 straight. Yeah.
Most dominant, man.
Yeah. I was pretty good. I like that, man. I like that. NFL football, man. We got to transition. Plus, my wine is getting low. Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson to the Giants. Russell came out and said, I expect to be QB1, which he should.
Yeah, but over Winston, yeah.
But do they still draft Shedeur is my question.
No, they're not going to.
That's what the ESPN said. You don't think so?
They just showed their hand.
You don't think so?
Now. Yeah, they just showed their hand. I want some of that.
Let's see. So you don't think they draft Shedeur? Why not?
I don't see it now.
I'm gonna tell you what the prediction is too. I'm gonna tell you about that. You might be right. Let me ask you this: if Aaron Rodgers doesn't sign with the Steelers, who's their plan B? You got cats like Joe Flacco out there, Case Keenum.
We're gonna bring Tannehill back.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want him. I'm good. So what do you think?
And man, Aaron Rodgers, man, he's tripping.
Is he?
They need to make a move. I wouldn't be waiting on nobody, but my job is on the line.
Cam Hayward kind of walked back his comments. He said, I didn't mean to say we don't want him. I'm just not going on one of them dark retreats.
Right. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but that's their best bet.
That's their best bet. He had a meeting with him yesterday for like 6 hours.
Yeah, I saw that. So met with the head coach, the GM, Art Rooney, QB coach. You know, you got Smith over there as the coordinator. But if they don't get him, that's gonna hurt him.
It's gonna hurt him. And then I heard he's trying to force his way to Minnesota.
Yeah, they don't want him. They already said we cool. We good. We off you. We gonna take the young boy. Yeah. Bosa to the Bills, Joey Bosa. I think that was a good pickup because I think they saw how if you pressure Mahomes, you got a chance to win. They got to turn up the pressure.
Mahomes better get some offensive linemen.
Yeah, I think they will. Mm-hmm. Cam Ward looks now like he's going number 1. They had his pro workout, and he turned it out. He rolled out to the left, threw a dime, went over to the GM for the Titans and said, I'm solidifying that spot.
Woo.
I'm solidifying that spot. What'd you think about that?
Talk that talk, boy. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
Yeah. Sell yourself, homie.
Not that's what you're supposed to do. Every once in a while, that Carson come out of you.
Yeah.
Not supposed, poster.
Poster.
We'll explain that later.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I like that confidence. I like that confidence.
He said, I'm solidifying that number 1. They talked about the landing spot for Shedeur.
Cleveland.
One draft had him going to. Thank you. One draft had him going to the Jets at 7, but now they got him dropping possibly to number 10. Steelers.
Ooh.
I don't want to see him drop. That's a good landing spot for him.
Good landing spot.
Thank you, sir.
That might work.
Yeah, that's
that
good.
Might work.
Thank you.
That might work.
I think that would work. Your boy Puka said he's gonna retire at 30. He said, I'm done at 30.
Ooh, my Rams?
Your Rams receiver said, I'm done at 30.
Yeah, he talking about. Don't talk that.
Yeah, you don't want to see that?
No, don't talk that.
He's good. I like him. Yeah. Let me ask you this. Diggs to the Patriots. Stephon Diggs, they need a number 1. He's coming off ACL. I don't know if that's good. They got the young quarterback in no line.
He gonna be on his head.
He gonna be on his head, just like he gonna be on his head. He gonna be on his head. Yeah. So I don't know if I like that. I would have liked to have seen him gone somewhere with a better quarterback because when he doesn't get the ball, something goes wrong. He pouts.
Yeah, his mouth gonna be out.
So, is Vrabel gonna allow that?
Yeah, one outburst, and then they're gonna try to corral him.
What do you think? So, what do you think he's gonna do this year?
I hope he off the injury. I hope he come back and play, but that quarterback looked pretty decent.
He's good. He's just young. He's young.
Yeah.
So Tannenbaum has Shedeur dropping to number 10, man. Top 5 receivers in the league right now. Let me see. Who wants to answer this one? Mark. We just talked about Pittsburgh. OG Mark. Shedeur could drop, which would be, to me, that'd be great because then he'd be over there in a great organization. Top 5 receivers in the league. You want to think on it for a minute? Who's number one? Who? That's not who they picked, but he was number 2. They had Chase 1. Yeah, Chase 1. You got okay. So Chase Jefferson 1, 2. Who you got 3?
CD.
Yeah, that's who they got.
That's
what you think about that, Mark?
Give me one better. Give me one who putting up numbers like CD. And I tell you,
with no number 2 receiver and a backup quarterback. I'm saying we had a backup.
Tyreek ain't did nothing this year.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, neither did CD though. He had a backup.
Numbers.
He had the numbers. So let me tell you who they got. They got Chase 1, Jefferson 2, CD Lamb 3, Amon-Ra St. Brown out of Mater Dei, and SC 4, AJ Brown 5. Killer stats the last 3 years. Who's number 5 over AJ? Look at the numbers. Tyreek's numbers don't.
What about Adams?
Nah. Not top 5 last year. No, not top 5.
Still had 1,000 this year.
Yeah, but he not. Maybe if you said 3 years ago.
No.
Last 2.
We'll check him out after this year.
Oh, with the Rams. So because he's with the Diamond Bar Rams, he's gonna play good
this year.
Okay. So that's what they had. Chase, Jefferson, CD, St. Brown, AJ Brown. Start here. Diamond Bar Rams. Yeah. Start bench cut. Who's a football head? Lonnie, you want to answer this? It's a receiver question. Why receiver, Lonnie? Start bench cut. You got to start 1, bench 1, cut 1. Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, T.O. Who you going to start? This is only for Lonnie. Go ahead, Lonnie. Who you going to start? Rice, you going to start. Who you going to bench? Shed, you next. Who you going to bench, Lonnie? No. It's Rice, Randy Moss, and Terrell Owens. Moss, so you gonna bench Moss, and you gonna cut T.O. T.O. gotta go. Okay. T.O. gotta go. That's a good saying. Shed, who you got? Start, bench, cut. Same? Yeah, I would agree with that. That's me. Rice, Moss, and then T.O. you gotta go. Start, bench, cut. I need an old head. Dre over there. I need somebody that graduated high school in the 60s. Dre, I got you. All right. Hey, Dre was an extra on Cooley High. All right, here we go, Dre. No, for real, I need an old head. Bradshaw, Staubach, and one not as old, but Aikman. Start 1, bench 1, cut 1. Terry Bradshaw, Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman. Who you gonna start?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's a little different from mine. But anybody else? Any other? OG Wayne. I need somebody else that rode a horse to school. Go ahead. Who you gonna start? Who you gonna bench? And you gonna cut Staubach? And see, man, I think I'm starting. Staubach was the only one that could run. Yeah. And he won a Heisman. I'm starting Staubach. I might have to. Bradshaw got what, 3 rings? 2?
Three
I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to bench Aikman and I'm gonna cut Bradshaw. I'm starting Staubach because he could run. Aikman and Bradshaw. Aikman couldn't run. That's where he got his leg broke when he was at Oklahoma. He couldn't run. And then they started Jamel, and the rest is history. So anybody else want to jump in there? D, who you gonna start, D? Smart man. There you go. Staubach, the only one that won a Heisman too at the Naval Academy.
Yep.
And then sat out a few years and then came and he can run. So that's what I go with. That's me. It's just who's the best in their prime. No, it's just however you want to pick it. Yeah. We don't have no metrics, no stats. This is more of a hood podcast. So we just go off of emotion depending on how much we've been drinking that night.
Right.
He said, "What's the metric?" I didn't take that high of math.
What is a metric?
I think I finished in algebra 1.
What is a metric? I'm from Pomona Unified, so I don't know nothing about no metrics.
I mean, I don't know what that is. So, okay. Yeah, exactly. All right. Here you go. Start bench cut. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Mahomes. Go ahead, Randy. Start bench cut.
We're gonna start Mahomes.
Who you going? Yeah. Who you gonna bench?
I'm gonna bench.
I already know.
Allen.
Okay, you gonna cut Jackson?
No,
I thought you was gonna go the other way around.
I'm a bench Jackson.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
I'm gonna cut Allen.
Yeah. I can't say why, but I know why you picked that.
Yeah.
Allen Gray. Who you gonna start bench cut? Same. Okay. You could. Yeah, Jackson is a bad boy.
Bad boy.
Josh Allen is good too.
Yeah, he good.
Jackson a bad boy.
He can't get over the hump though.
All right, last one. Okay. Mark, start bench cut. Deion Sanders, Charles Woodson, Darrelle Revis. Start bench cut.
Ooh.
Deion starting. Yep, all day. Who you going? So you gonna bench Revis and you gonna cut Woodson. Okay, you gonna bench Woodson and cut Revis.
Yeah,
that's who I would do. Anybody else want to go? Sam, same thing. So I'm gonna tell you a story about Deion. Curtis Conway went to Hawthorne High, went to USC, great in track, was the number 6 pick, Chicago Bears, 93 draft, was a 9th grader when I was there. He was on the Chicago Bears 94-95, the 1 year that Deion played with the 49ers. Remember when he got Defensive Player of the Year? They won a Super Bowl against the Chargers.
Right.
And Curtis was the fastest receiver for Chicago. So Deion was guarding him. Deion had his shoes unlaced. They were on, but they weren't laced.
One tie.
And then he had the little football pants untied. After the game, Curtis went up to him. You know, they respected each other. Curtis said, "Man, how come you don't tie your shoes?" He said, "Because I know they weren't going to throw it to my side." Fight that? You fight that?
Huh?
Shoes untied, the football pants. You know, football pants have the little fourth thing. Yeah, he had it untied, shoes untied. Curtis asked him after the game, "Hey man, how come you untie your shoes?" He said, "Because they're not throwing them on my side."
Shut down, lockdown. Nobody threw that side. That
year in what you can say about Deion, he won it with Frisco in 94-95. Oh, and I came over to Dallas and won it in 95-96. And the reason Larry Brown got the MVP is because they wouldn't throw to Deion. They kept throwing to Larry Brown. Larry Brown got the MVP.
Right.
So can't fight Deion. College football, man. We got to talk. A lot of schools are hiring general managers.
Yeah.
You know, to run like Andrew Luck at Stanford because of the NIL. What do you think about that?
It's smart. You got to, how to divvy up this money and to keep everything copacetic.
So you see that Stanford just fired Troy Taylor. What are you thinking about when you over here harassing the compliance officers? And then he got a warning and he did it again. He just got fired like yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah. You got a warning. You were at Sac State. You got the Stanford job. That's
messing off your money. Messing off your money, man.
Yeah, so we don't do that.
Yeah,
not gonna mess somebody on.
Them folks think they can do what they want, say what they want.
Yeah, he got fired. OSU coach Gundy came out and said that he wants to have a couple spring games against OU. What are your thoughts? Because Deion said that. We talked about that last week. What are your thoughts about college teams doing like the pros do and practicing against each other?
I think they should let them.
Think they should let them?
Yeah, it's only gonna make them better.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Control scrimmage.
Okay.
Let them ball. You know what I mean? You get tired of going against the same your cats.
Your guys.
You know what I mean? And it'll bring some excitement.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then I think one of the BCU said they wanted to get on with Deion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who did? Was it TCU?
I think so.
Okay. Man, last thing, college football, because it's kind of slow for college football. Ohio State's going to the White House, and our Dodgers are going to the White House. All over social media, I had friends that are Dodger fans saying they're not watching this year because they're going to the White House. If you are the Ohio State coach or the Dodgers manager, and Dave Roberts has some comments, are you going to the White House? And I'm going to tell you what Dave Roberts said after you answer that.
I ain't even going to answer.
Okay. Dave Roberts said, they didn't say anything. Dave Roberts said, I respect the office of the president, and it's an honor. In other words, that's his way of saying, I don't mess with dude, but we're going to go.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, but
A good thing. Remember, we don't cuss because this is a Christian hood podcast, but we respect anybody who wants to take the floor one at a time. So who wants to have something to say one at a time and not yell? Anybody comment on that? Anybody wants to comment? Go ahead, Ron. Yeah, but I hear what you're saying. I mean, you can look at it both ways because I don't know that I want to go, but I get what Dave Roberts is saying, that we respect the office. Randy ain't feeling this. I'm going to end this conversation real quick. So if you were the coach, would you go?
I'm not going.
Okay. I have no problem with that because I don't know that I would go.
Yeah.
Real quick. Oh, OG Wayne. Go ahead, OG Wayne. Okay, good point.
Amen.
Okay,
Amen, brother.
Yeah,
Amen, brother.
Yeah. See, that's something he learned because he graduated winter of '73.
Right.
Back in the old days, they had 2 graduations. Our generation, they only had 1. That's you smart. That's a good point though. That's a great point. If the person in the White House don't respect it, well, I get it. I don't have an argument with that. I didn't have an opinion. I just wanted to hear what y'all said. So that's
right.
good.
That's right. That's cool.
All right. So the Dodgers are going. Let me ask you this. They're saying the Dodgers are locked to repeat. They said in the AL, they got Boston. NL, they got Dodgers. They said the Dodgers have the best starting pitching probably in history and the best bullpen.
Yes, sir.
And no cap. So a lot of people are saying now, their cap this year is like 328.
Man.
Is it fair?
It's fair.
I like it. I like it.
When Yankees
do
it, nobody said nothing.
If anybody has something to say, remember, we'll give you the floor so you don't yell.
So why y'all saying
we'll give you the floor.
So, yeah, I'm going to the game tomorrow. So yeah, they gonna run that back.
No, you saying it because you going to the game tomorrow.
Yeah, they gonna run that back.
You gonna be wet tomorrow.
I'll be at the bar.
Yeah.
Everybody meet me at the bar.
For anybody doesn't know what wet means, it means you're gonna have a few drinks.
Yeah.
So who's the best competition for him in the National League? I say Braves and Mets.
Braves and Mets.
Who's coming out of the AL? They say the Yankees took a step back.
Maybe
they got Boston.
Maybe
man.
Boston.
I'm gonna have to go to a game when I go to Boston.
Yeah, maybe Boston.
Okay. That's all I got, man. We got an interview coming up. We'll take a quick break. 5-10 minute break.
Because we running a little bit behind, but we good.
Yeah, we good. We had to wait. We had to watch the Lakers.
We got Young Dre over there on the board.
Yeah. Super producer.
Episode 30.
So we're gonna part 2.
We're gonna come back. We got
part
a super
2
dope interview for you.
Yep.
Havana Live, the flyest, dopest cigar lounge in Southern California. The R&R podcast. We'll be back.
Yes, sir.
In about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
See y'all later.